Hey guys, this is Eric with Keto Flush. So in this video I'm going to talk about the differences when it comes to men and women. Now I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I do my own research, I do a lot through Google, I use YouTube a lot, and a few other ways of getting my hands on information. But the best way to go about doing diets is do your own research, all right? Just take the time, learn what you need to know, then do the diet. Don't just go in half-cocked. You don't really know what you're doing, all right? I mean, that's just kind of how the way it works, all right? So do your due diligence, guys, all right? Figure it out. Do it up, okay? Anyway, when it comes to men, dieting is really easy. I'm sorry, ladies, you guys get the short end of the stick, and it really sucks that guys can lose a ridiculous amount of weight and you ladies really have to try like literally 10 times harder. I mean, I can go without eat breakfast for a week and I'll lose 5 pounds, and then my wife will not eat anything except for maybe like a couple little snacks throughout the day and she'll gain 5 pounds. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. But basically, in a nutshell, the main ingredient in diets is hormones. Okay, if you got your hormones doing the right things, you're going to lose weight. You're going to get the results you want, regardless whether it's losing weight or improving your skin or your hair or your nails, whatever the case is. I mean, whether you're a diabetic, you can go on certain diets to help with diabetes. But basically, in a nutshell, every diet has got its pros and cons. So anyway, so I can kind of get to the point here. Women cannot diet the same way that men can diet, okay? Especially doing something like keto. So things that they don't tell you girls is that by doing keto, it's going to screw up your hormones, okay? If you're an older woman, there's a chance that it could put you into early menopause, or at least for a time while you're doing a keto cycle. It's possible. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. So you have to be mindful of what you're doing, all right? So like, for instance, ladies, intermittent fasting. If you don't know what you're doing and you're going into intermittent fasting and you're trying something new without learning what you should know before you start, you're going to hurt your thyroid. You might hurt it. You're going to hurt it. Okay, there's reasons why intermittent fasting works for men much more than it does for women. It's because we're not the same. We have the same hormones, but we have different levels of those hormones. So like, for instance, women have way more estrogen than guys have, just like guys have more testosterone than women have. All right, but make no mistake, guys, we all have the same hormones. Okay. So, with that being said, if you're a woman who already is insulin resistant or is pre-diabetic or any of those kind of things, doing this diet could help your predicament because of the sugars, but understand the hormone levels are going to be bad. I mean, especially if you don't know what you're doing. All right, so you really want to do your due diligence, especially if you're a woman going into doing the ketogenic diet, especially if you're adding intermittent fasting. The best advice that I can give anyone and everyone is the reason keto works is because you're eliminating large amounts of insulin from the body. Okay, you're eliminating sugars, you're eliminating carbs, you're only eating things that are really good for you. And with this being said, it can screw, with your hormones. I mean, it's going to change men's hormones just like it's going to change women's, but it's way more drastic for women. So like, a man can do intermittent fasting 7 days a week. A woman can, realistically, she shouldn't do it any more than 4 times a week. And that's kind of pushing it, in my opinion. So do your due diligence, guys, all right? If you're a woman and you're doing intermittent fasting and you're doing keto, all right, I know that they say you should not do intermittent fasting. You should watch what you're doing when it comes to foods and whatnot, all right? Think about it like this, okay? You deplete your fuel tank, deplete. So you're losing hormones. Your hormones are getting dragged out. Your all the enzymes in your body is kind of getting less and less and less. So what you need is what they call a refeed. Okay, so what that means is 1 day a week you're going to get one meal, and this is going to reset all your hormones for the week. Okay, so you're going to have one meal. So you're going to add like foods that are high in estrogen, like sweet potatoes and yams and stuff like that. All right, so you're not going to have a huge amount of it. You're going to have a small amount of it. All right, so I'd say if you're going to have some sweet potatoes, no more than the size of my fist. Okay, and then stick to the rest of the keto foods. It doesn't mean that you go on a carb binge. Okay, so you're not going to be eating regular potatoes unless you're having an inflammation issue, in which case, yes, eat some potatoes because it'll help with inflammation issues, but keep it a very small amount. Okay, so those little roasted red potatoes, just have like 2 of them. That's it. All right. So what this will do is it'll help reset all those female hormones that you have, and it'll allow you to actually get better results, even though you're technically, the sweet potato is definitely going to kick you out of ketosis. Okay, but the pros and cons, you're better off resetting your hormones and start from scratch at the end of each week than you are, because you're not going to put on a bunch of weight. All right, you might put on a pound, here and there, but in the long run, you're better off doing this because those female hormones won't be damaging your thyroid. They won't deplete. They'll reset at the end of each week, and you'll have that much more results. All right. Now, obviously, everybody's body's a little different than the next, and everybody, Sally may be able to go longer periods than, say, Jennifer, or whatever. But you kind of just listen to your body. You're gonna figure it out and go from there. I do 7. What we'll do is we'll do 7 full days, and then I'll have my wife do a cheat meal. I'll do cheat meal with her, but keep it within reason. Make sure that you're getting those leafy greens in to help move that fat out. Make sure you're getting enough water. Make sure you're getting enough potassium salts. All right. And remember, guys, once your body gets acclimated or fat adapted to keto, you don't need as much fat. So you start off the first week, maybe 2 weeks, high fat, high calorie meals. Then you're going to shock the hell out of your body because you're going to remove about 20% of that fat. Now, when you do this, it will force your body will have no choice but to get those calories and that fuel from somewhere else. And you know where it's going to take it from? It's going to take it right from your fat stores. Okay? And if you guys are not eating enough food during this diet, it's not only going to take it from your fat stores, it's also going to pull it directly from your muscles. So first thing it's going to do is it's going to pull out the sugar and the glycogen from your muscles. Once that's gone, then it's going to switch over to the fat. All right, but if you're not eating enough food, all right, you're going to just deplete your muscle and you're going to deplete your fat at the same damn time, and it's just going to continue. It's going to be a vicious cycle. Okay, so go on the keto calculator, figure out exactly how many grams of carbs you need, how many grams of protein, how many grams of fat, and go from there. Okay, so this video is becoming much longer than I originally anticipated it becoming, so I'm gonna just cut it off there. All right, but guys, do your due diligence. All right, and if you guys got questions, you're welcome to contact me, and I'm willing to answer anything that you guys need to know. Anyway, guys, this is Eric with Keto Flush. Till I see you next time. Later, guys.